Welcome to Fan League. I'm not James. James, he's on holiday. Well, actually, no, he's on honeymoon. He's on his honeymoon. He's in Kenya. And obviously, when you're in Kenya, the first thought might not be picking fixtures for the Fan League game, but you'd be wrong because he's sent me across his predictions amazingly. And what he's asked me to do is present them for him, and that's what I'm going to do. So I hope, while you're used to seeing James, that you'll forgive the fact that you have to look at me for the next couple of weeks. So before we go into James's picks, let's have a look at how the other pundits did. Ian McIntosh, 11 out of 13 last week. Svendetta with 12 out of 13. And the Guffer, 11 out of 13. And Jimbo, well, he got 11 out of 13 as well, which all very reputable scores. It was a good week for Fan League players. 22 people got all 13 results correct and got with it a share of the prize fund. So here we go, the 13 picks for this week from James. Crystal Palace versus Stoke. He's hedged here, home win and an away win for Stoke. Palace, rock bottom of the Premier League. Stoke doing marginally better, just outside the relegation zone. Palace are showing signs of improvement though, so you can understand the hedge. Home win and an away win there. Next one is Man United versus Brighton. Home win, obviously, banker as well. That's what James has gone for. There's no chance for Brighton going up to Old Trafford and taking points off of Man United. There's a home win and a banker for James. Third pick is Newcastle versus Watford. He's hedged his bets here. Home win and an away win. Newcastle having a fairly decent season in 11th place. Watford, however, flying under Silva. No one expected it. 8th in the league currently. And he's hedged, so you kind of going to St James's Park is a difficult place to go. So I can understand the hedge there. Home win and an away win for Watford versus Newcastle. Fourth is Swansea versus Bournemouth. Two teams that are having a horrendous time this year. However, Bournemouth have shown a recent upturn in form. He's gone for a hedge here with a draw and an away win for Bournemouth. Swansea currently second from bottom and having a horrendous time. So you can understand the logic there. Second banker is Tottenham at home to West Brom. West Brom just sacked Pulis. Tottenham are just coming off the back of that win in Dortmund. There's nothing other than a home win there for Tottenham and a banker. Wolverhampton versus Bolton is the sixth pick. He's actually hedged here, which is a bit odd, given the fact that Bolton are second from bottom and Wolves are flying in the league. However, Bolton did win last week, so maybe seeing some green shoots of improvement at Bolton, but Wolves are flying. He's hedged though. It's a win, home win and a draw. Seventh is Borough versus Derby. Very difficult one to pick this one. It could go either way. Derby in sixth and Borough in eighth. Hard to split them. Despite that, James thinks that Borough will take the home win and he's gone for a Borough win there. Next one is Fulham versus Millwall. James has gone for a home banker there. It's again tricky. Can't really split them. Fulham are in 13th, 14th place and Millwall are in 18th. It's again another tough one, and this is what makes this game really difficult, is when you've got two teams that are kind of doing the same sort of stuff in the season, it's hard to split them, but despite that, James has gone for a home banker for Fulham. Number 9 is Liverpool versus Chelsea. He's hedged here, which you can understand. Liverpool coming off of that weird 3-3 result, 3-0 up in Seville, and they drew the game 3-3. Chelsea playing well this season in the Champions League places. A lot of rivalry there, a lot of needle. He's hedged though, both home and away win. Number 10, Sheffield United versus Birmingham. Sheffield United having a very good season so far. Birmingham are edging around relegation. So he's gone for a home win for Sheffield United. Next one, Southampton versus Everton. He's hedged here with an Everton away win and a draw, and he's put down an upset. And Everton are having a horrendous season. They can't find a manager. David Unsworth has done very little since coming in as the interim manager. Despite that, he's saying that Everton will get a result there or they will draw. And given the fact how bad Southampton played at Liverpool last weekend, you can understand it. That's his upset. 12th game is Arsenal versus Burnley. Arsenal riding high after their win against Tottenham. And Burnley are an absolutely horrible team to play at home. Very few people are going up there and getting results. They haven't for a while. Burnley are a couple of places outside the Champions League, a couple of points outside the Champions League as well. And he's put an upset here as a draw. The upset here is that Arsenal will draw, but he's hedged to say Arsenal will win and the draw. But for me, as a Spurs fan, I think Burnley are going to get the result up there. And finally, Huddersfield versus Manchester City. I mean, nothing can stop the juggernaut that is Manchester City this year. They're gonna take the league by storm. They're incredible to look at. Unfortunately, I think they're going to run away with the league without an issue, and Huddersfield aren't going to be a team to stop them. So it's a banker and an away win for Man City. That's been it for this week. Thank you very much for joining me, and hopefully James can do the business against Ian McIntosh, the Spendetta and the Gaffer next week and take home the bacon.